Kia ora, welcome to the Careering Podcast. It's me, Melissa Davies, and my fabulous co-host, Kelise Ingalls. Kia ora, Kelsie.
Ni hao, motherfuckers.
Coming in hot.
It's the last episode of the season, baby.
Woohoo! Crack the champers.
Yeah.
That pop was brought to you by producer Caleb. Hello, Caleb.
Hello, how are we doing today?
Fabulous.
Poppin'.
He was just singing the Hannah Montana themes, the song from Hannah Montana.
The hoedown throwdown.
Yeah.
Pop it, lock it, poke it, dot it, country fire. Yeah.
I could line dance the shit out of that.
Yeah, you absolutely could.
I bet you do.
We actually don't.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's surprising.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
I'll have a
Song
chat.
request.
I'll have a chat to Caroline. See if she can make something happen. I have faith. Anyway, slight deviation into my favourite topic, line dancing, but back on track, team. Keen to hear the vibe. How are you feeling today, Caleb? What are you vibing?
I am feeling thrilled. I am enjoying.
Thrilled.
And I am just living life.
Thrilled, darling.
Thrilled. And I'm just living life in the moment and just enjoying every day.
Oh, that's just so cute.
Your smiles are so pure.
Because we're like, oh, look at this sweet little baby who life hasn't beaten down yet.
Keyword is yet.
Although you're related to me, so you get a little bit of beating down.
Yeah, that's fair.
We're
It's all the
families.
Botox. I can't feel any emotion now. It's gone to my nerves.
Oh, God.
Cool, so we have a desensitized
I'm so
soul
happy. I've never been happier. Can't you tell?
Okay, we need to video that. That is going on Insta.
Oh, my God.
So we have a happy little camper because he can't feel anything. That's his
Yeah.
Botox. What about you, Kels? What are you vibing?
It's spring, baby.
Spring. What's with the woo-woo hands?
Oh, look. Jazz
Jazz
hands.
hands.
Caleb and I are bringing the energy.
We are. We're feeling it
We're
today.
vibing. We're ready to rock and roll. It's spring, and the next one is summer, and I'm very excited.
Kelsey's teaching us seasons.
Welcome to Kelsey's classroom.
I hate to think what we'd learn
A lot of the swear words.
and where the mummies' bodies are.
What?
The mumma.
What?
I was like, I do listen to a lot of true crime, but like not specifically about mothers. What? You mean about my like weird need for like Egyptian? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we once did a PowerPoint night, and my whole theme was like why the world was going to end, and it was all about like mummies that we had uncovered and like ancient Egypt and like tombs and stuff.
Yeah, I should have said mummified bodies.
Yeah.
That would have been it was clearer.
Yeah,
like-
definitely.
Well, what? Yeah, cool. So this is the vibe that we're on today. What
Yeah.
about you?
Yeah.
What's yours?
Chaos. That is not my vibe. My vibe is actually just the
Also-
upward swing.
Just before you get into that, Chaos is a new TV show on Netflix, and you absolutely have to watch it. It's fucking fantastic.
No blood and guts.
A
This is not
little
a
bit,
paid
but
ad.
not really. Like you could,
I could watch it in the daytime.
yeah, you could watch it in the daytime. It's all about Greek gods and like how everyone has a prophecy, and like half of it is in the underworld, and it's all black and white, and then it's popping color, and it's fucking amazing. And Jeff Goldblum is Zeus. Anyway.
Also, two things on that. The whole who is your sexy, weird crush, celebrity crush thing came from my old flatmate Mish, who had a weird thing for Jeff Goldblum. So whenever I hear his name now, I
get it.
have to resist
understand.
the urge though to then ask people is who is the person that you think is sexy that other people think is weird.
Mother Gothel from Tangled.
I haven't seen that movie.
Are you talking about Tangled, the fucking Disney movie?
An animated character.
Like
Yeah.
the one.
Oh, we're not talking animated?
I mean, you do you, boo.
Yeah.
Mother Gothel, she's a baddie.
I mean, teenage Simba when like I was young, sure, but like.
I like that you had an answer to that. Okay, these guys are like,
No, that was my animated one. I don't know what my normal one is. I don't know. Come back to me. I know your one.
yeah, everyone knows my one.
Pitbull, baby.
Pitbull. I love him. I think he's really sexy.
You
And I
probably-
know it's weird.
You'd probably know mine more than I would. Like, as a kid, who was I?
Oh, no, you just idolized all the women.
Yeah.
Like Charlie from High
High
Five. Miranda sings.
No, that was
I hate
recent.
that. I hate her.
love her.
Caleb would torment me by just sending me videos of her.
Mine is probably Fernando Alonso.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah. Yeah, I find him
Although he's
weirdly
more
sexy.
age appropriate for me.
Yeah. But like, he's not like conventionally good looking.
That's the whole point. These are weird celebrity crushes.
Yeah. Is he a celebrity? He's a celebrity in my world.
He's a celebrity.
He's a celebrity.
He definitely has over 1 million TikTok followers that will put him into influencer / minor celebrity status there.
Yeah.
But the fact that he's been on the F1 circuit and was really good.
He's the oldest and longest serving F1 driver ever.
Yeah.
But yes, I find him weirdly sexy. Anyway.
What
What's
about
your
you,
vibe?
Caleb? Hang on, Caleb. You need to tell us your
Okay.
human, weirdly sexy person because your anime one was weird.
Okay, not anime.
Sorry,
animated.
Sorry. Soz.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to come back to you by the end of this episode, so think on that.
Okay.
You have homework. And so my vibe has actually been about the significant upward trend that I'm seeing of women winning. So at the Olympics, this was the first year.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, this is the first year we had gender equality at the Olympics, and the New Zealand team had like Dame Lisa Carrington. She's such a baddie. Like
She's a badass.
I just want to be her bestie. Like she's so cool. She's just so collected and so focused, and the discipline that goes into winning an Olympic medal. I
And
think.
bringing everyone with her on that journey as well. Like whether it is individual, whether it is a team, she is just like, she just has this mana.
Yeah, she does. She's so cool. But the amount of women in our Olympic team that won medals, and now our Paralympics, like our Olympic athletes across para and traditional Olympics, actually so cool. And it's the women kicking ass.
Honestly, like someone brought it up at work a couple of weeks ago that was like, name me like one male Olympic athlete that isn't like LeBron.
The Turkish guy.
Oh, but you don't know his name,
I
right?
don't know his name.
But I could name you half of the American athletes that are all female.
Yeah.
Because I've fucking fallen in love with them on TikTok.
Yeah, totally. Like the I could name the women athletes too, and I struggle to name the male athletes. But I also realise that that's probably confirmation bias for me because I'm wanting to see women win. But
also,
there's
like-
definitely an upward trend of it.
But Iona Mayer, is that her last name?
Yes, I love her.
She's just done. She's
Sports
the first ever rugby player to grace the cover of Sports Illustrated magazine.
The commentary was hilarious. They were like, "What? They actually put a sports player on Sports Illustrated?"
I mean, lol. But like the way that she has completely revolutionized women's rugby in the States by being that personality and being there. Like they got funded because of the amount of campaign work that she did for that team.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
like,
so
fuck
cool.
yeah, let's fucking go.
She's so cool.
I'm excited. Sorry.
So Caleb's smirking at me right now. Caleb, have you thought of your celebrity crush? Is this what's your weird celebrity crush?
I have. Okay. It is slightly concerning. I feel like you guys, I'm going to regret telling you guys. I know this already.
You're not just telling us, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you guys know who James Spader is?
yeah, I do, but I can't picture what
What
he looks
is
like.
he
He's an actor
on?
of Law and Order or something.
He's in Blacklist.
Yes. Oh my God, Caleb.
Raymond Reddington. I think, James Spader.
He's like, wasn't he on Ally McBeal?
I don't know what it is.
Yes.
But that man, when I'm
Ally
watching this show, he makes me feel things.
Okay, he's probably older than your grandfather.
I need to find out how old he is now. He is currently 64.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Okay, he's 1 year younger than what your grandfather would have been.
He was on Boston Legal.
Yeah, this is a
Boston
law
Legal.
firm.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I feel ashamed now.
I think we did judge a little, sorry.
Just wasn't in the age bracket I just
No, I think it was surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So what are we talking about today?
Well, normally when we do our episodes, we like to sneak in a few little facts and stats. And this time we thought we'd go the other extreme. Instead of in the deep, dark world of logic and rationale, we'd move into the mystical world.
All right. So we're turning it into an ASMR episode or what's going on?
Yeah.
Sound effects.
Special effects, sound effects, whatever you need. So we're actually going to talk about the world of woo-woo things. So we've loosely touched on human design. We're going to lean in and have a bit more of a chat about human design, astrology, and numerology, some of the weird, wonderful things that we find interesting about ourselves and others, and how that might show up in a workplace. And yeah, and that's gonna be us for the end of season 2. We're just gonna make it weird, wonderful, woo-woo. So come on in, team, join us.
My favorite part about this whole like woo-woo thing is that it wasn't really on my radar until I met you.
Yeah, and I love the fact that you were so resistant at the start. And then now,
Because you were trying to make me burn shit and like chant in my driveway. And I was like, I just want to have a wine.
but before that, your whole rule was okay, I'll do a New Year's Eve intention, but I'm not burning shit. Couple of bottles of rosé later, in the driveway, Kelse's lighting matches and burning shit as her father comes home, and he's like, "What is happening?"
I'm easily linked.
Yeah, I definitely have brought the woo-woo to your world.
Yeah.
If anyone else needs to embrace the woo-woo, hit me up. We can chat. There'll be rosé and burning stuff. It'll be a good time.
When I first moved down here to Christchurch, Melissa was like, so I've just started exploring this world of human design. I was like, hold my fucking glass. And we like went and did some work, and I was like, I think I was sick in bed, or I was doing something.
Sick. It was Hazel's birthday weekend.
That's right.
And you were super sick and you couldn't get out of bed. And because I'd come across human design maybe 2 years before that, and I didn't know anyone else that was into it. So I'd sort of looked at it and then put it back down. And I'd recently picked it back up, and I mentioned it to you in passing. I went out to Glen Tui and went for a walk around the waterfall and did some stuff and came back. And then Kelse, by the time I get back, Kelse is like fully done.
I was deep in it.
She was like, I've watched like 17 YouTube videos. I've researched this. This is my human design profile. Here's what I am. These are my gates. I booked a personal reading. Like, she was like,
tell us you're searching for meaning in life without telling us.
or that you're stuck in bed feeling sick and you need to be entertained.
That's true.
You've got capacity.
Yeah. So actually, let's talk about human design and what it is first before we get into that. So human design is like a self-knowledge system. It's a way to like define who you are and how it works. And it brings together, I'm going to read this off Google because I didn't know this off the top of my head.
Oh, I was like, these are some great descriptors.
So it combines astrology, Chinese medicine, Judaic, Kabbalah, everything. It combines a whole lot of different things.
Yeah.
So basically it splits the whole of Earth's population up into 5 different types, energy types, and how we all move through the Earth and our energy. So the first one is generators. And so generators are the ones that get the work done. So you give them a task, they'll do the task, they'll keep it moving, they'll keep it going. Yeah, not me either. But majority of the world's population, so 60-something% of the population are generators. So therefore our industrial way of working, our 9 to 5, our standard work week, all of that stuff is all set up around generators because generators set it up. However, the rest of the human design, the other 4, don't work like that. They don't have that energy cycle that's just consistent.
Yeah.
And so the next one is a projector. And so I'm a projector. And they are supposed to be guides. They're supposed to be sort of the philosophers of the world, the people that go, but why? Why are we here?
The wise old folk.
But not even wise, just kind of just like, but why? And then on the other side of this, what Melissa is a manifester. And so they are even rarer. And so a manifester is just like, get fucked, I'm going to do this. If you're in, you're in. If you're not, get fucked.
We're initiators. Yeah. So we create change.
And just go and do what takes you, what takes whims, what takes all the rest, whatever takes you fancy. And the people that kind of move us forward as a population or a generation. Mm-hmm. Then there is a type that is a manifesting generator. So they're the ones to be scared of. So they're basically like, I'm going to come up with this crazy idea, and then I've also got the energy to do it.
Yeah.
So get out of my fucking way, and no one ever moves as fast as I need them to. So those ones are scary ones to be around. And then the final one is a reflector, and typically what we would call an empath. So they are someone that takes on and understands people and is often overwhelmed, and they really see true, like who people are truly. And they're very, very rare. But it is someone that can't really be out in public too much because they zap energy and they take lots of energy away from different things. And yeah, so that's human design. It's a bit woo-woo. Can you tell I went real deep in it?
Yeah, I can tell you're invested.
Yeah.
But I love it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, and so the whole idea is that when you know what your energy type is, you can set your life up to better match it. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, a lot of the world is set up around generators, not around manifestors or projectors, which was Melissa and I, which means that, like, our energy doesn't come consistently. It is fits and starts.
Yeah.
And when Melissa's on, Melissa's on. And when Melissa's off, she is dead.
Oh, very.
Yeah, I like being in silence by myself.
Yeah.
Whereas mine is like, I kind of get halfway to that point of being on, and then I like quickly peter out.
Yeah.
And then I need 2 days to reset. Like, I just do not have the energy. Like, one of the sayings for a projector is that you are made to only do 3 hours work a day.
Put that on your CV.
Yeah.
I was made to only do 3 hours work a day.
Yeah. So, like, I've talked about how my dream job is to just talk to people. That's probably why.
But only for 3 hours.
But
For 3 hours.
if it's work, then like, if it's not work and I can just get to talk to people, it's great. I'll take it.
There's no delivery and productivity.
I don't have to sit there and concentrate. I don't know whether that's ADHD or whether that's being a projector, but either way, that's not my preference. What's your take on the whole thing, Melissa?
I'm reading up on Caleb, so I think we'll do a bit of a debrief with you shortly, so you can learn more about your type. Because one of the things that I recommend people do with human design is, if you're hearing us talk about it and you're interested, and I would really encourage you to find out what your type is. You can go to a website called mybodygraph.com and it will tell you some numbers and some words. And then the best thing you can do is break those down into those different segments, and then go and research every single one of those. Or Kels did a reading with someone who explained it. I got a written up profile for me so I could really understand it better. And I think out of all the tools in the world, Myers-Briggs, psychometrics, astrology based, anywhere along that spectrum, human design is the one for me that I've found has been really accurate. And when I live, sorry, that was the cat. She's definitely a manifestor. She's a little witchy cat. Yeah, she's definitely a manifestor. Yeah, that is very true. She's full gas or nothing. Yeah. Yeah, so I think it's the one that I've felt most seen when I read. I go, oh, that is 100% me. So yeah, manifestors are initiators. So we're people that often see trends well ahead of the curve. Hello, country music. Kels is like, if I hear you say this one more time.
It's not incorrect, so I'm not going to correct you.
But there's kind of lots of things where I'll see, I kind of feel like, why is no one else talking about this? Or this is a big deal, but I forget I'm at the very start of the movement.
Yeah.
Because I just see that and it feels quite natural for me. And when I then learned about human design, I realized a lot of what was written really resonated. And the 6-3 style, so you have words and numbers. My numbers are 6-3. And basically, Kels and I are both 6s, and talk a bit more about that in a second. But the 3's type is the adventurer and just learning through experiences. So that's why I'm really comfortable talking about all the things I've got wrong and all my dumb mistakes, because that's actually part of my human design profile. Yet I know others that are quite uncomfortable sharing how they've got it wrong, or they've tried 10 things and 4 stuck and 6 failed. And whereas if you've got a 3 in human design, it's often that you're drawn to new experiences, you're drawn to learning on the go, and getting it wrong's okay, failure's fine. Mm-hmm. And so when I look at my portfolio of work, when I look at the risks I take, I go, oh yeah, this actually aligns really, really well. If you compare that with astrology, that doesn't land as clearly. If you look at if I look at my sun sign, it's not as typical. I'm not as typical as my sun sign in astrology. So for me, human design was really cool. And I think, like anything, be it psychometric testing, food allergy testing, anything like any of these, they're data points that help you know yourself better. And
you take what you need. And
you leave what don't. Yeah, exactly. And what I like about it in a team-based environment, be it a group of friends, be it in a workplace, be it your sporting team, be it a family unit, it gives you common language, and it helps you understand your preferences and those in others. So if it's interesting, go do your profile because it's super fun. Caleb's frantically scrolling up and down and looking at his pictures. I can see it. And he's about to ask us some questions. So Kels just assessed, we had to ring Caleb's mum, Sarah, and confirm the exact time of birth, because you do need to know that. And turns out my little Neff is the same as me. We are the rare 9%ers. We are manifestors.
Manifestors.
Yeah. And interestingly, you're both emotional manifestors. So you get your energy type. So you're projector, you manifestor, blah, blah, blah. But there's also your sort of your authority. So how something makes you feel, how you go about solving a problem, or how you react to things in your life. And so when you have an emotional authority, it means that you will instantly get an emotional reaction, and then you have to work through that and have to work through that process. And your emotions will tell you what's right or wrong, and you have to like be quite intuitive in that space.
Yeah. So, which is interesting, right? So when big things happen in my life, I have to go be by myself.
Yeah.
And often people will be like, let's come around, we'll celebrate. And I'm like, I just want to be on my own.
Yeah.
Because I need to sit with and see how I'm feeling first. Then I know how to engage with others. And so again, similar thing when I read this, I was like, oh yeah, that's why. And so that's been super insightful. So Caleb's the same.
So Caleb is the same.
Yeah.
Mine is self-projected. So I don't often know what's going to come out of my mouth until it's out. And people will ask me to repeat things, and I can't tell you what it is. And if I need to figure something out, I have to talk it through. And I don't need your input. I just need you to like be here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, but even then, like I've figured out that journaling, terrible idea for me. Fucking hate writing it down, can't do it consistently. Voice memos. As soon as I start talking about it and getting it out, I'm like, cool, I've worked through it. That's it. Let's move forward.
You know what makes me laugh, right? So I think back to a few years ago, Caleb and I were going to Akaroa for the day to go kayaking. And Caleb must have been, I don't know, 15, 16 maybe. And so we were filling it with petrol, about to head over there.
Oh, not this question.
And I get in the car. I've just filled it with petrol, I've paid. I get back in the car. And Caleb turns around to me and he goes, Auntie Liz, what are your life goals? And we had this awesome conversation. And a few weeks ago, we got back in the car and he goes, we haven't talked about this for ages. What are your life goals? Yeah. But now it makes sense as two manifestors that have
with your defined
root and emotional, emotional manifestors. I'm like, we like those kinds of conversations.
Yeah,
it makes sense that
we often have those.
We do often have big, deep, and meaningfuls. Like we'll go to Hamner for a weekend and we'll talk about all kinds of things.
Yeah, or we end up crying out in the lawn. About,
yeah, we do. That was last year.
On the deck chairs, we're just like
having a deep and meaningful.
It was therapy turned into crying sessions about family.
Yeah.
Living your best life.
Yeah, emotional manifestors. This makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Well, one of the other things, like looking at yours, and so you can have, basically because it's based in chakras, there's a whole lot of, they call them gates, and it's basically how these different centers connect to each other. And one of your center connections brings forward that your most important gift is that you are a giver. Apparently you are like here to help people and provide for people and give them safe spaces.
Oh. What was yours?
Oh, I could not fucking tell you.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't tell you. But the other part of it is that we can talk about is the profiles, and that's the 2-4 stuff that you were talking about. So Caleb is a 2-4. So it means with a 2 line, it means you're a hermit. You don't want to be around people.
Kelise is a hermit too. Kelise is a 6 too.
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
So Kelise has a 2 line as well. So the 2 is the hermit line, and each of the numbers mean different things, and then the combination together means something different as well. So Kelise is a 6-2, I'm a 6-3, you're a 2-4. And as a combination, it says you're a gift to the world with your innate talents, here to make an impact and transform the world. You balance your yearning to be alone with your desire to thrive in community. You're a powerful, vibrant force to be reckoned with. Once you answer the call of the other, you are here to simply be. No explaining, just be. And it's in that being that you create transformation. And so I think about your drag career.
Does that not define
I know.
my life so far?
I know. It is weirdly accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah. The 4th line is described as the opportunist. So you're so good at community and so good at networking and being around people that things just come to you because you're in that space. But the other part of that is that, like, when you're done, you're fucking done. Nobody talk to you. You need to hermit and you need to disappear.
Everyone thinks I've pissed me off because I just go away. One of my friends goes, I legit hear from you for 3 months, then you go away for 4 or 5 months and you come back for 3 months.
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly.
I've over-peopled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you balance that with work, Kels?
I tend to sit there at my desk and go, I've over-peopled today. I'm going home.
Great. Which is really helpful, right? Because you know yourself and you're giving yourself permission because you've, read something that gave you permission to be able to do that.
And I'm here for it. Again, take what you want, leave the rest behind.
Yeah.
And mine's 6-2. So mine's got the hermit line where I'm like, just leave me be. Just leave me by myself to go and do things by myself. But then the other part of it that we both share is the 6th line.
Yeah.
And so that's where you live your life in 3 parts. And so they say into your sort of early 30s, late 20s, early 30s, you are all about trying fucking everything and failing and doing all of the things. And then in the second set, between 30 and sort of 50, they call it on the roof, where you just get on the roof and watch everyone else create chaos, and you're like, absolutely not, fuck that, I'm not participating anymore, this is dumb.
Yeah.
And then once you hit 50, it talks around how you're in your third phase of the sixth line, and that's where you're like, everyone get fucked, I'm going to do what I want to do, I'm going to just go and do it, and if you want to be around me, you can be around me, but I'm just going to do my thing.
Yeah.
And so I'm really looking forward to that place. You kind of entered it a fair chunk earlier than 50.
I think, well, but also because because I'm a 6'3", so a 6'3" manifestor is an innovator and a lifelong learner. Their design is to experiment and discover the many aspects of life. Like, they're adventurous, eager to try new things, often learn from their own experiences rather than following conventional wisdom. This willingness to experiment can make them really resilient and adaptable. And so I remember when I was 2 years ago when I had my scared heart attack, Kelise was like, "You're the most resilient person I've ever met." And I'm like, yeah, it's not the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
Seen it all, done it all.
and there was another comment around, we've talked about movies before, where most people I know have a comfort movie they rewatch. I hate watching movies. If I know what happens, I have to watch new movies. I have to read new books, or I can only watch them again once I've forgotten what happens. So again, when I read this, I was like, oh, that is me, because if I already know the outcome, I'm not learning anything new. So I'd rather watch something I don't know.
Do we have our final TikToks, tweets, or quotes?
We do.
All right, well, you guys get yours ready. I'm going to say mine.
Okay. It's my turn to talk.
Yeah, my quote is something that Auntie Liz sent me on Instagram, or Melissa, is, if you're trying to impress me with your vehicle, it better be a food truck.
I mean, fair.
Yeah, I have standards.
I'm bringing some dating advice to this one.
If his name starts with J, better stay the hell away. Don't need no J's in your life unless his name is Jesus Christ. If he texts you on your phone, tell him leave your ass alone. If his name starts with J, go.
So Melissa and I can both attest to this. If his name starts with J, walk away. Especially if his name is James.
Yes.
Just walk away.
Avoid.
Walk away.
Yes.
Avoid at all cost.
Yeah. Look, girls, we've done the work for you. Just run away.
Yeah. Hot tip.
And if you're currently with one, we're so sorry for your loss.
Yeah. Sorry it didn't work out in the future.
We predicted it with our woo-woo.
Yes.
Yeah.
How about you,
Yeah,
Melissa?
the lucky 8-ball said avoid.
Human design says Jameses are a bad idea.
Yeah.
How about you?
Well, I'm going to wrap us up. End of season 2, end of the woo-woo chat, with just a key takeout. It's from a tweet, but actually it's referencing a book. So the tweet's from Reads with Ravi, and it's about the 4 agreements from Don Miguel Ruiz. It's such a good book. And the 4 agreements are: be impeccable with your word, don't take anything personally, don't make assumptions, and always do your best. So thanks for listening in to the Careering Podcast for season 2 with producer Caleb.
Woo!
Kelise.
I have also been here.
I was here. With a Z.
I was here with the doing of the things. I'm really being impeccable with my word. Yeah.
Excelente.
Yeah.
And me. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. So get out there and back yourself.